And welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are still in Ostagar, and we are about to speak to Alistair. But before I'm doing this, one short thing I would like to mention: upload schedule. For the time being, I will be posting one episode per day just to get out some material. This may eventually change to every other day. I mean, I'm currently on vacation, so I have a lot of time to record stuff and edit and upload. But I do have a full-time job, and I have, well, a little bit of a social life. But I think every other day will be fine. At the time of recording this episode, I just posted episode number 4 on YouTube. I think this is episode 7 now, so I have at least 2 more episodes prepared. But in general, I don't want to rush too far ahead with the game because, well, I've actually been getting comments on my videos, and I'm really happy about that, by the way. And I feel I can interact better with the comments if I'm not in a completely different part of the game already. So I will be doing some pre-recording over the next few days just because I have the time to do so. But in the end, I will try to be up to date with my uploads, somewhat up to date. I mean, I will always be like 1 or 2 episodes ahead. But I don't want to be sitting on 10 pre-recorded episodes when I'm doing my uploads. So, yeah, 1 episode per day for the next few, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks at least. And then we will see how things go from there. Also, this will be the only game I will be playing on this channel for now, because of time constraints and because that's just the way how I play games. I rarely play more than 2 games at a time, because I tend to really get into the games I play. And if I like a game very much, it's not uncommon that I just play it again and again until I'm ready to move on to the next game. So I will be playing Origins for now, and after that I will be playing the expansions. And after that, I don't know, I will probably just be playing the next Dragon Age games, we'll see. So there won't be any other content than Dragon Age on this channel for the foreseeable future. Alright, so hang on, there was another thing. Right, last episode I leveled up, but I completely forgot that I had this shield, and I should be able... Yes, I can put on the better shield now. I mean, it has +4 attack, a bit more fatigue, but... Oh, it also has the Kuzlan crest, that's nice. And I don't know, is there anything else that's better? Nah, it's all the same. Alright. Yes, Alistair? I want to talk to you.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Wow, rude.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I don't know if this is being sarcastic. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From Highever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Right. What can you tell me about this joining?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
I wonder that too. Probably because we're too smart for you. That is pretty smug. I can handle myself better than most.
I'm getting that impression. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Alright. That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are.
No.
Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
A Templar, so one of those guys with the creepy helmets. What's a Templar? I think she probably should know at least something about that, so you were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that.
I see.
I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, I have met Davith.
Right, that cut purse Duncan conscripted. I'm not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Alright, Alistair. He's in my party now. Follow me. Yeah. Speaking of comments, one of the comments actually mentioned, and sorry I forgot your name, it was long and complicated. They mentioned that apparently you do have to be a rogue to open chests. So I will probably keep trying to click on every chest I find, but at least I don't have to feel bad about it anymore, because there's nothing I can do at the moment. I just have to wait until I actually find a rogue, and I don't assume that you're a rogue. No, he's a warrior as well. A Templar. And he has also weapon and shield, that's good. Do you need any equipment? Nah, that's a lot crappier than what you have. No, you are fine. Can I actually talk to you?
Yes?
I can. Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
Okay. You didn't want to join the Chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
I understand that. You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful, huh? I have a few questions for you.
What about?
Ooh, that's a lot of question, actually. Should I ask him all of this now? I mean, sure, why not? It all seems to be pretty basic stuff. And it's more interesting than reading codexes anyway. I mean, I feel a good game should be able to explain the basics and the basic background of the game without you having to read all of this stuff. I mean, I like reading the codexes, but I figure some people may not. So there should be another way in the game that gives you the necessary background information. So we may as well go and ask him all of this stuff. Alright, the Grey Wardens.
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
What makes you all so special?
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with them. You'll see. Trust me.
Alright. So they're knights, heroes.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind from Darkspawn. That means some pretty extreme things.
Oh.
Whatever it takes to bring victory.
I understand. I'm not sure I know anything about the Grey Wardens.
Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of Weishaupt Fortress? The great eyrie carved into the white cliffs far off in the Anderfels? That's where the Grey Wardens once kept their griffins. The griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden. A few more in other nations.
Where are the Grey Wardens now?
The others are camped with the King's soldiers in the valley. The King's given us a position of honor at the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Kalen is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done.
Alright, so the Grey Wardens have the right to recruit anyone?
King Marek, Kalen's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the Blights. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
The Blight Duncan mentioned.
Of course.
I kinda know that, but I think I'm going to ask it anyway.
You want the Chantry's version or the truth?
Oh. They are the same thing?
They seldom are.
So, what is the Chantry's version? I guess this is the one we've seen in the intro?
According to the Chant of Light, the Maker imprisoned the old gods underground long ago, as punishment for tricking mankind into worshipping them. The old gods still whispered to some men and taught them magic. These men became the Magisters of the Tevinter Empire. The Magisters used their gift to enter the Golden City, tainting it and themselves. They were cast out by the Maker and became the first Darkspawn. They fled underground, bringing their taint to their gods. The tainted old gods were the archdemons who rose from their prisons and led the Darkspawn against the world.
You're making it sound very dramatic. Even more dramatic than in the intro. But yeah, this part of this was explained to us before. So what's the truth then?
The truth is we don't really know. They
Oh.
come up from the ground. And that's as far as we've gotten.
Okay. So what you talked about was the first Blight.
Yes, and it nearly wiped us out. When defeated, the Darkspawn flee back underground and seek out another old god to taint, thus bringing another blight.
So where is the archdemon for this Blight?
We haven't seen it yet. People are beginning to think this is just an unusually large Darkspawn raid without an archdemon to unify them. But seriously, the archdemon could be in the wilds or underground. It could be hiding. Just because it hasn't shown itself doesn't mean it isn't out there.
Alright. What is an archdemon exactly?
The old gods were dragons, so the stories say. Big ones. Intelligent, even. The Tevinter Empire had big statues of them. Each dragon had a name and a place in the cosmos. It's all very intricate. The archdemons may not be the old gods, but they're definitely dragons.
Alright, so we're looking for a dragon. I guess this is why the game is called Dragon Age. Why not kill the Darkspawn when they're on the ground?
They've controlled the deep roads ever since they defeated the Dwarven kingdoms. Even if we invaded, we can only chase them so far.
Why are some people so skeptical?
The Grey Wardens killed so many Darkspawn by the end of the last Blight. People decided they were gone for good.
I have other questions about the Blight.
Of course.
How do Grey Wardens defeat Blights?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to texts, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garahel, killed the Archdemon Underal in personal combat at the Battle of Aesley to end the last Blight. Without the Archdemon to command them, the Darkspawn flee back underground.
How did anyone even know about this Blight?
The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the Darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining, if you... well, you'll understand. Not to mention people start to notice when Darkspawn pour out of the wilds and taint everything around them. Just a guess.
You are acting kinda suspicious. Just how many Darkspawn are out there?
Thousands. Tens of thousands. They've had centuries to build up their numbers.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden. Which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet. Beyond that, he's a good man. A good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
The joining ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
This upcoming battle.
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Tern Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Kaelin just wants his place in history. The Tern is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
Alright. How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
A story of my life. Why is it happening here of all places?
We're at the edge of the Korkari Wilds, the eye of the Blight Storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
What are the chances of success?
I'm sure Tern Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no Blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
And what if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it. Which would be bad. Neither the king nor the Tern really seems to believe this is a real Blight, however.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
I have no more questions.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Right. Alistair approves. Okay. So, yes, it seems that I can still explore the rest of this camp. This is exactly what I wanted. Come along, Alistair. Alright, so, we visited the quartermaster, and we had a short look at the dock kennels. Duncan. We haven't been to Loghain's tent and King Kaelin's tent. So Loghain is basically the general of this whole endeavor. There was a codex entry on Loghain actually. And a lot of the stuff that Alistair's been telling me I have read in some of the codexes. But, you know, it's just nice to actually hear it from someone. I think we will go to the infirmary and then we move over to the king and Loghain's tent.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Oh, this is the other recruit, right?
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Well, like I said, I don't think she's very religious, so no.
Then begone, heathen. That the Grey Wardens accept the likes of you is forever their greatest weakness.
Wow, rude. Sorry.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm Skadi.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been.
I'm a warrior, just like you are.
You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
You are not all that smart. I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
No, not really. It's... oh, right, Davis said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Alright. Fruitless endeavor. A prisoner? Let's talk to the prisoner.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
No. You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Oh dear. That's horrible. Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Tell me why you're in there first?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
And did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Well, I don't know if he was deserting or not, but there is really no harm in giving him some food, right? I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
New quest, the Hungry Deserter. The prisoner at King's Camp has begged you for some food. According to him, the guard may have some to give. Alright. Hello.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He claims he wasn't deserting.
What a surprise. Another innocent prisoner. Anyway, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Ah. Alright, so let's see what my 2 points in coercion can actually bring me. So you miss one meal, this man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
Okay. You acquired some food from his guard and now must decide if you will give it to the prisoner. Alright. Hello?
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
No, I haven't brought you anything. No, here's some food.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Alistair approves. Okay. Yeah, well that was quick. You gave the food you obtained to the hungry prisoner. Alright. Another good deed done. I mean, I'm kind of trying to think of what sort of character she's going to be. And, I mean, I'm not trying to make her into a saint. She's a warrior. She's definitely not a pacifist. She will kill people if necessary, and maybe sometimes if it's not necessary. But I think in general, she's a good person. I think she actually wants to be some kind of hero. I mean, she's probably the kind of girl when she was a kid, and you know, her parents probably told her stories about noble knights slaying the dragons to save the princess. I mean, she's the kind of girl who didn't dream about being the princess, she wanted to be the knight. So I think she will try to do good if she can. At least she will not, you know, intentionally hurt people or be cruel to people without cause. But, I mean, she's not perfect. She will sometimes fail, I guess. And, I mean, she's coming from a noble house, so she's probably a bit haughty and can be a bit egotistical at times. But overall, I think she's a good person. Alright, so, yeah, let's go over to the tents, I guess. Let me check my recording. Oh, we still have a few minutes, I think. Alright. I always forget to press tab. Yep, not going to Duncan right now.
Soldiers of Pharrell, gentle folk.
Yes,
We stand here on the eve of battle. Let us consider the
Royal Enclave. Kingsguard.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do. Though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I shall go.
As you wish.
Alright. Loghain's guard.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Teyrn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
This seems to be the general consensus. is the turn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Ooh. Huh. Should I push my luck? Come on, let's persuade the heck out of him.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on then.
Oh, that actually worked. That's great.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yep. Well, right, I'm not a Grey Warden yet. I have to do the joining. Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Yep, someone just told me. I think Alistair told me. A fascination you don't share, apparently.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Lands meet?
My father was a turn of high ever.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
He seems like a fool to me. This seems a bit too straightforward. And if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Alright. Okay, that was interesting. I could actually talk to him because I had my coercion skills, I guess. So, that's nice. Alright, I think at this point I will end the episode. And I will have a check around the camp if there's anything else. I mean, I visited all the landmarks, but there may be other stuff I missed, and I will be checking the rest of the camp, and then we will talk to Duncan, I guess. So, see you next episode.